Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga LJ. My name is LJ. I'm a yoga teacher and a registered nurse. And for today's class, I do recommend 2 blocks and a strap. You'll want to open the strap and have a loop if you need it for Dhanurasana on the stomach when we grab our legs. That's when we'll be using it. Also for the shoulder release. So today we'll be doing a radiant asana, shoulder opening yoga flow class. We'll get started reaching for a block and we'll put it lengthwise between our thighs. Bring it as high up as you can comfortably. And we'll grab the strap as well. We'll step to the top of the mat and we'll stand here with our feet as close as they can be towards each other. Relax the hands down, holding the strap. So we'll take a few moments here to settle down. Pressing the feet into the earth as your inner thighs squeeze the block. Starting to notice your posture by lifting your kneecaps, neutral pelvis, firm core, shoulders over hips, low ribs softening down. Pressing the feet into the earth with an even weight distribution, 4 corners of the feet. And notice the density there in contrast to the luminosity of the top of the head reaching towards the sky, heart opening. We're going to bring the strap in front of us shoulder width, so hands are shoulder width on the strap. Straight arms. Finishing your exhale, we'll inhale hands over the head. And we're gonna make sure we draw those low ribs in. So engaging your core. And we'll drop the hands behind us. So you're gonna widen your hands. Keep your arms straight, bring the hands wider so you can drop them behind you. And keep dropping them behind you. You may go all the way down or you may not. Don't force anything. And then we'll lift the arms back up, slowing down where it's tight, where you feel tension, and coming all the way up, just past the head, staying up. And we'll do this 2 more times. We'll bring the hands back so the hands are wide, straight arms, slowly lower down. Really widen your hands if you need to get more space for the shoulders. Dropping down, inhale up towards the middle of the back, going slow there where it's tense. Reaching over the head, and we'll do this 1 more time. Dropping the strap behind us, slowly lowering down, keeping your core active. And we'll lift the arms up. We're going to pause at the point of tension at the mid-upper back where you feel the tightest. Take a couple breaths here. And we'll bring the arms back up. Take your time. And we'll release in front of us. We're going to bring the hands shoulder width again, or even a bit more narrow than shoulder width. Straight arms. When you're ready, inhale up over the head, and we're going to lean to the right. When you lean to the right hand is pulling the strap down, and the left hand is pulling it in the opposing direction. Pressing the left foot down, lengthen left side body. Working with opposition. And notice how that gives us energy in the body. And we'll come up to center, going to the other side. So we'll drop over to the left. Left hand pulling down as the right hand pulls in the opposite direction. Right edge of the foot grounding down. Breathing through. And we'll come back to center. And we'll release the hands down. And now 1 more time, we're going to bring the strap behind us. Make sure your palms are facing forward, so the fingers are facing forward towards you. We're going to bend the knees, press your feet, fold over, drop the strap up and over the head. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose as you let yourself drop down, going deeper inside, releasing the shoulders. And we're gonna lift up to halfway, so pull the strap back behind you as your chest and head come up to the height of your hips, pressing your thighs back into the block, and then fold back down, release again. We'll do this 2 more times. We're gonna inhale up halfway. The strap is pulling back behind you. And we're gonna exhale, drop back down. 1 more time. Notice the weight in your feet, weight distribution. Inhale up halfway, thighs pushing back. And we'll drop down. Release the shoulders. And from here, we're gonna release the hands wider and come all the way up. And keep the block between your thighs still. We're going to bend the knees. Feel a little buoyancy here, pressing into your heels. And we'll turn the upper body to the right. So you can bring your left arm outside the right knee, or you can bring your hands to prayer. Dropping your hips down, weight, 4 corners of the feet pressing down, breathing through. And then we're gonna come back up to straight legs, arms over the head, reaching. Exhale, arms down, moving on to the other side. We'll bend the knees, find a little buoyancy, weight in the feet, heels. The right hand will come outside the left knee, open chest to left, left hand back, or you can bring hands to prayer. Dropping the hips down as you turn from the upper torso. And release. We'll come back up, straight legs, arms over the head, expansion. Exhale, release. And then we'll bend the knees. We're gonna go to chair pose. Arms are shoulder width. We're gonna exhale the arms back behind you. And we're gonna inhale the arms up. So you're not as deep in the chair pose. You're lifting the torso up, hands up. And now come into a forward fold with the arms behind you. So the arms are reaching back, forward fold. We'll do this 2 more times. Bend your knees, inhale, arms up. Reaching for the sky with the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the arms back behind you. Last time, inhale up to chair pose, a long chair pose, hands reaching for the sky. Exhale, arms back. And release the pose coming up. So we'll release the block now. We'll move it over to the side and we'll do 3 sun salutations, getting into a rhythm and a moving meditation. So we'll inhale the arms up when you're ready. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Dropping the head. And we'll inhale halfway, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back to a high plank. From here, we'll drop the knees, going chaturanga to the ground. So chest forward, elbows bend midline, coming all the way down. We're gonna interlace the hands here. Pull them back behind you. Press your feet, knees lifting, open the chest, ears back. 5 breaths. Full inhales and exhales. And we'll exhale the forehead down. Hands under elbows for cobra. Elbows pulling in towards each other. Engage the mid-upper back muscles. Head up. Option to go to upward dog here if you like. Pull the armpits back. You can drop the knees, pushing back to downward dog. 5 breaths. Dropping in. Dissolving the mind. And we're going to step or jump to the top. Inhale halfway, hands to shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Press your feet coming up like a beam of light, reaching for the sky. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dropping in. Inhale, lengthen halfway, head up. Exhale, lift your heels, jump back to a high plank. Drop the knees, chaturanga, Elbows midline, engage the core, mid-back muscles. You can go to upward dog or cobra. Upper dog, knees off the floor, pull the chest through the arms. Exhale, you can lift the hips and roll over the feet. Downward dog. 5 breaths. Pushing the hips up and back. And we'll bend the knees, look forward, shoulders back, straight arms, jump to the top. Inhale, lengthen halfway, hands to shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Press the feet coming all the way up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, grounding down, Samastitihi. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Lift your heels, exhale, jump back, high plank. Knees down, Chaturanga. Engage your core, mid-upper back muscles, elbows midline, chest forward. Inhale, upper dog or cobra. Pressing your pinky fingers and index finger. Exhale, back to downward dog. 5 breaths. Pressing the hands evenly, straight arms, wide shoulders. We'll bend the knees, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, head up. Exhale, forward fold. Press the feet coming all the way up and lengthen, feeling expansion. And release the hands down. So we're going to step the left foot back, grounding the right foot down. You can bend the right knee as you step the left foot back, warrior 1 feet, heel to heel alignment, squaring hips and shoulders to the front of the mat. Keep your hands down, bend the right knee. Inhale, back, straight legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, hands back, straight legs. Exhale, bend, stay here. Bring your palms together, straight arms. Now wrap your shoulders forward. Up, shoulders, upper arms wrapping forward, pressing into your hands. And now bring your hands up for warrior 1 over the heart center. May not go as high. If you can't keep your arms straight, bring them lower. You can just keep them in front of you as well, working on wrapping the upper arms forward, straight arms. Breathing into it. And we're going to keep pressing into the hands from the core, dropping down, hands like an arrow to the ground. Inhale, up. Moving from this navel center. Exhale, back, hands down. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, down. And coming back up. From here, we're going to straighten the legs, interlace opposite elbows, pull them back and over to the right. So we're opening left side ribs, left side body. Pressing into your front toes, back heel. And then we're going to bring the left hand forward, right arm back, coming down and hold here. Opening chest to the right as you reach the left hand forward. Trying to find rotation in the upper thoracic. Hips pushing back, straight legs. Moving towards a twisted lunge. So bring the left hand on the ground or the block and lift your back heel, bring your left foot further back, lengthen your stance. And open chest to the right, right hand reaching back, bending the right knee over the ankle. Couple breaths here. And we're gonna lift the hips back, straighten legs any amount, and then bend the knee again. From here, we're gonna bring the back heel in closer. Come on your left fingertips, coming up back to the high lunge, hands down, find your stability. And then interlace the hands behind you, open the chest, drop the back left knee, inch off the floor, hold 5 breaths, engaging your core, inner thighs. And we're gonna straighten the back leg. Keep your hands interlaced as you drop the back left heel to open chest to the left for warrior 2. Squaring shoulders and hips to the left with your hands interlaced, bend the right knee. And we'll float the arms parallel to the ground, shoulder height, gaze past the right fingertips, warrior 2. And And we'll reverse. Left hand down, right hand over the head, straight legs. Going back into the warrior two, floating into it, 3 breaths. Conscious breaths. And we'll bend the right elbow on top of the right knee. Open chest to left. Left hand up and over the head as you press the edge of the back foot down. And we'll come back. Open chest to left. Left hand down. Right hand up, straight legs. And we'll windmill the arms all the way down to the ground. Lift your back heel. Press your palms down. Try to lift that right heel up. All the way back in downward dog, reaching back, lengthen out. You can bend your knee if you like. And we'll go to a high plank. And we'll drop the knees down. Chest coming forward for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Chest through the arms. Exhale, lift the hips, roll over the feet, downward dog. Couple breaths here. And we'll look forward, bend the knees, jump to the top, lift your hips. Inhale, lengthen, hands to shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Press the feet coming all the way up, reaching for the sky, expansion. Exhale, arms by the side. Moving to the other side, bend the left knee, step the right foot back. To warrior one, heel to heel. Alignment, squaring hips and shoulders to the front of the mat, hands down. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, hands back, straighten the legs. Find your back foot. Exhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, back. Engage the back inner thigh, bend the left knee. Exhale, back. Straight back leg. Now we'll bend the left knee. We'll bring the hands in front of us, wrap the shoulders forward, upper arms wrapping forward, pressing into the hands, keeping straight arms. You can keep them at this height, shoulder height, or bring them higher over the heart center, as long as your arms are straight. Breathing through the pose, finding your inner warrior. Overcoming. And we'll dive the hands forward like an arrow, moving from the navel center. Inhale, back up. Exhale, going down. Inhale, back up. One more time. Exhaling down, reaching. Inhale, up. And from here, we're going to straighten the legs, push the hips back. We're going to grab opposite elbows. And we're going to lean over to the left side. So we're lengthening the right side ribs, right side body as you press the back heel, front toes. And we're going to lengthen that right arm forward, left hand back, coming down halfway. We're going to hold here halfway down, opening the chest to the left. Breathing into it. Lengthening the spine, pushing your hips back, and going to a twisted lunge. You can use a block if you like under the right hand, and lengthen your stance. So you're going to bring your right heel further back, open chest to left hand reaching back, breathing through the pose. We're going to lift the hips up any amount to straighten the legs. And we'll bend that left knee again. And we're going to a high lunge now. So we're going to shorten the stance, bring the right heel foot back closer, come on your right fingertips, slowly coming up to a high lunge, hands down. When you're stable, interlace the hands, bend the right knee inch off the floor, holding here. Breathing through. And we're going to straighten the back leg. Moving to warrior two, so turn to the right side as you drop the back heel. Heel arch alignment, square hips and chest to the right side, left knee over ankle, and we'll float the arms up to warrior two. 3 breaths. Gazing past the fingertips, We're going to exhale, straight legs, reverse, right hand down, left hand over the head. We're going to float back into the warrior two, radiating great vigor and courage. And we'll bring that left elbow above left knee, open chest to right, right hand coming up and over the head, grounding the edge of the back right foot. Conscious breaths. We'll come back up, straight legs, right hand down, left hand over the head, and we're going to windmill the arms down to the floor. Lifting the back heel, press your hands. Now see if you can lift the left heel up and all the way back in downward dog. Lengthen the left leg. Keep pushing your hips back, more length in the body. Moving towards a high plank. Looking forward, we'll drop the knees. Bring your chest forward, chaturanga, elbows midline. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale back. Lift your hips, roll over the feet. 5 breaths. Dropping in deeper. Jumping to the top, bend your knees, shoulders back as you lift the hips. Inhale halfway, hands to shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way up, expanding. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Drop your hips low, arms up, shoulder width. Engage your core. Hold here, a couple more breaths. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift the heels, jump back, high plank. Holding the high plank. Refining the pose, heels back, inner thighs spin to the sky. Press your quads up, low ribs in, looking forward. And we'll push back to a downward dog, lifting the right leg back and up behind you, lengthening for breath here. And we'll pull the right knee to your chest to the left elbow. Right leg back and up. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Finish the exhale. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Last time. We're going to exhale, right knee to the center chest and try to step the right foot forward. Maybe tap it a couple times and we'll drop the back knee to the ground. You can release the knee forward here. We're going to bring the hands in a teepee over the head, lengthening the upper torso, relaxing into the pose. Conscious breaths. And we'll drop the right hand inside the right foot, open chest to left. Just for a breath here. And we're going to curl the toes under, lift the back knee, find your balance. Left hand back. And then we'll drop the hands down. Lift your back heel. Bring your hands over to the right. Straighten your legs, hips pushing back. Hands, both hands reaching over to the right. You can use a block if you need extra height. Especially the left fingertips. Keep inching them to the right as you lengthen the left side body. And see if you can ground your back left heel to the floor any amount. Will give you more expansion. And we'll come back to center. We're going to lift that right foot and bring it back to a high plank. From here, drop the knees, going to dolphin. So we'll bring the shoulder, elbow, and wrist in one line, palms flat, forearm plank, and we'll walk the feet into dolphin. Walk them in as close as you can, lifting shoulders away from the ears, weight in the forearms and hands, lift the right leg up. Hold, breathing through. Couple more breaths. And we'll drop the right foot down. We're going to stay here. We're going to bring the weight forward, head to your fingers, and then push your shoulders back. 2 more times. Bring the weight forward. Exhale, back. 1 more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And we'll bring the feet to a forearm plank. We're going to hold the forearm plank. Find your stability. push the quads up, inner thighs to sky. You're going to side plank, so heels drop to left. Option 1, you can bring the right foot up halfway the mat, or keep the right foot in front of the left foot. Right hand can stay down or lift the right hand straight up, stacking the shoulders, breathing, lifting the hips, pressing that bottom arm. And we'll bring the right hand back down, forearm down. So forearm plank, find your stability. And we'll drop down to Sphinx, lifting the ears back. Exhale, drop the head round your upper back. One more time. Inhale, head up. Exhale, round the upper back, drop your head down. And we're going to come down. We're going to bring the feet, heels towards the buttocks. Just lift your knees off the floor. Keep your head and chest up. If you can't reach for your feet, use a strap. We'll bring the loop around the ankles. So you're pulling the feet together, heels towards the buttocks, lifting knees off the floor, head, chest off as well, widening the collarbones. Breathing through the pose, conscious breaths. If you're using the strap, you're resisting your feet against the strap as you pull with your hands. So you're trying to push your feet away from the strap. And we'll release. We're going to come down. Push yourself to a child's pose. Take your time, lengthen your spine, arms in front of you. Find expansion, more length here as you push the hips back, sit onto your heels, and we'll bring the hands behind us, fingers facing forward, open your chest, pushing your shoulders through the heart. Full breath into the heart center. And we'll come back to a downward dog. Moving to the left side, left leg back and up. Another breath. And we'll reach the left knee to your right elbow as a direction, exhaling. Inhale up. Exhale to left elbow. Inhale, leg back up. Last time. We're going to exhale to the chest and try to step your left foot forward. And we'll drop the right knee to the ground. Let your left knee pass the ankle. Hands in a TP over the head. Breathing here. Relaxing into the pose. And we'll bring that left hand inside the left foot, knee over ankle, open chest to the right hand reaching back. We'll curl the toes under, lift the back right knee off the ground, find your balance for a moment. And then we'll drop the hands down. Now push your hips back, straighten your legs, back heel towards the floor. You're going to bring your hands over to the left. Try to ground the back heel, especially as your right hand inches over to left. Breathing through tension, dispersing it. And we'll come back to center. We're going to press the hands, lift your left foot, and bring it back in a high plank. Dropping the knees, we're going to go to forearm plank. So hands, wrist, elbow, shoulders in one line. Press your palms down, walk your feet into dolphin. And then we'll lift the left leg up when you're ready. 5 breaths. Lifting the shoulders away from the ears. And we'll drop the left foot down. We're going to come forward with the shoulders forward, head forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Weight in the hands. Exhale, push back. Last time, inhale, forward. Exhale, pushing back. And we're going to go to forearm plank. Step the feet back. You're in a straight line going to side plank. So heels to the right. You can bring option 1, the left foot halfway, or keep it in front of the right foot. Option to lift the left hand straight up, stacking the arms, lifting the hips. The bottom right shoulder is retracting in towards the spine. And we'll come back to the forearm plank. Find your stability, and we'll drop down to the floor all the way down. Moving towards Dhanurasana. So now we're going to Use a strap if you needed it in the previous pose, or bring your hands to your ankles. And we're gonna keep the head down first. Just lift the feet up, knees off the floor, feet up, away. And then when you're ready, lift the head, chest up, Dhanurasana. If you're using a strap, you're pulling the feet back into the strap, resisting the hands. Exhale down. We'll do this one more time. Inhale up, 5 breaths. Exhale, release the pose. Wrists under elbows. We're going to push ourselves back. Lengthen out towards a child's pose. And we'll bring the hands behind us. Open the chest, fingers facing forward. A couple more breaths here. Full inhales, exhales. And release. We'll go to downward dog. Finding a sense of balance here for a couple breaths. And we'll go to seated. We'll jump across your ankles and we'll drop the hips down to the ground. Extend the legs. We'll bring the right ankle above the left knee. Left leg is really straight. Flex your left toes and the right toes. And we'll forward fold here, 5 breaths. Reaching with the heart. And we'll inhale up. We're going to grab the right foot on the pinky edge of the foot, the right leg, and bring it over to the left as you twist your chest open to the right, a hand behind you. You can use a strap here as well around the right foot, and you're reaching it straight to the left, and then open your chest to the right hand behind you. So straps in your left hand. Breathing through the twist. Keeping a tall spine. And we're going for hip release. So we'll grab that right ankle with your left hand and then bring your right hip forward a little bit. Right arm under the shin. And see if you can bring your foot in the elbow crease, left elbow crease. And then bring your hands to prayer. If you can't bring your foot in the left elbow crease, bring your left arm under the shin next to the right arm, hands to prayer. Leaning back onto the sitting bones as you grow the spine tall. Slowing down the breath and a deeper awareness. And we'll release. We're going to bring that right foot outside the left thigh, left arm up, reaching up, left elbow outside of the right knee, stop sign position. If this is too deep, you can wrap the leg, or from the stop sign position, you can drop your right hand outside the left shin, twisting the upper torso to the right hand behind you. A few more breaths. And we'll release the pose. Moving on to the other side. We'll bend that left ankle above the right knee, flex both your feet, and forward fold, leading with the chest. And we'll come up. And we'll bring the right hand on the pinky edge of the left foot, left hand back, open chest to left. If you need a strap, use a strap like you did on the other side. So opening chest to left, right hand on the pinky edge of the foot or on the strap. Moving the leg towards the right. Another breath. and we'll release. Moving towards the hip opener. So we'll bring our hands under the left shin, right hand to the left ankle. Bring your left hip forward a little bit. And then you can bring your left foot into the crease of the right elbow, hands to prayer, or you can bring that right arm under the shin if that's more accessible. And then sitting up, tall spine, bring the weight back onto your sitting bones. The right leg is very active. And we'll release the left leg. We'll bring the left foot outside the right thigh. Right arm up, lengthen first. And then open chest to left. So using your variation, whether you're wrapping the left knee or in a stop sign position, or if your right hand drops outside the right shin. Breathing through the twist to help flush out the body. And we'll release. Moving towards some core work, we'll bring the feet up to Navasana, hands by the sides. And then we'll lean back, shoulders, feet off the ground, and then dropping down, feet off the ground, head down. We're gonna bring the feet up, palms down, bring your feet up and down at an angle. Don't bring them all the way to 90, but at an angle, going down, hover off the floor, lifting up and going down. We'll lift them back up, and we're going to alternate the legs now. So drop one and then the other. So alternating up and down. And we'll release. We're going to bend the knees and bring your feet in. Bring your hands on top of the knees. Drop your knees to the side, feet towards each other, and your hands are pressing down on your knees. You're grounding the sacrum, tailbone to the earth. Feeling the density that we have in that area. And then we'll push the knees towards each other and inner thighs, pressing thighs, knees in. Grab your ankles and pull your ankles back. Really pressing knees and thighs in towards each other. Again, pressing the sacrum, tailbone down towards the earth. And we'll do this one more time. We'll bring the hands back on the knees, feet together, knees wide, and press down on the knees. Grounding sacrum, tailbone, breathing through. Deeper with more awareness and slower. And we'll bring the knees together, pressing knees, thighs towards each other as you pull your ankles towards you. And we'll release. Now bring your arms over the head. We'll bring the feet as wide as the mat. Turn your toes out and then lift your hips like a hammock. You're going to hover your hips side to side like a hammock, pressing into your feet, and then drop down. Feel the difference. One more time. We're going to lift the hips up, hover like a hammock, side to side in your feet. And then we'll drop the hips down, keeping the feet wide. We'll drop the knees over to the right, trying to bring that left knee to the ground. Going deeper inside the whole body. And we'll bring the knees over to the left, dropping the right knee towards the ground. One more time over to the right. And then to the left. Moving towards Shavasana, palms to the sky, release everything, releasing the breath, noticing where there's still tension in the body, and releasing it. If there's any gripping, take notice. we'll bring awareness back into the space, wiggling your fingers and your toes. We'll reach the hands up and over the head. You can bring the feet together. You can turn onto the side or pull your knees to your chest. And we'll come up to seated, hands on the knees. Take a moment seated here to drop in that place of peace, wholeness inside the body, radiating. And we'll bring the hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Please give the class a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye, everyone.